So now I got my my Nova Core lifeguard shirt.
Ah, there you are.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Anyone?
Yes, yes, yes. Novacore. Kind of a tool, but you're okay. We're all creating videos. We're all publishing videos on YouTube and Facebook. The question, though, is how do we get people to see those videos? And how do we make them available as good as possible so that everybody can see it? That's what we're going to be talking about today, our Mount Rushmore of video creation tools. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Church Media Guy Show. In case we haven't met, my name is Dave Curley. I'm the founder of ChurchTrainingAcademy.com, which is a website and a community where we all come together and learn how to use and exploit media and technology so that we can take the gospel out to the world. We've got this huge mission field called the internet, and it's easy to reach people through it. I mean, we just kind of reach through our computers and touch and change lives, and that's what we all learn how to do. With me, as always, is my best buddy in the world, my partner, Mr. Justin Nava. Hi, bud.
What's going on, everyone? What's going on, world? And hello, literally, to the world. Dave, you're talking about the internet giving us the world as a mission field. Right now, we have two international watchers, one from Holland and one from Belgium, watching on YouTube live right now. So hello, everyone. Hello, world. If you're listening to the replay, the podcast, the YouTube video, what's going on? I'm excited for today because we're starting a new series of sorts. We're calling it our Mount Rushmore. This is something that a marketer that we follow, Ben Settle, does. And he describes it as, he talks about his Mount Rushmore of marketer mentors. And these are like, if he was to build a mountain or carve their faces into a mountain, these are the four guys that he would carve in there. And I was like, hey, we were talking about doing like stuff about our favorite content tools, our favorite video tools, our favorite social media. I was like, why don't we just do our own Mount Rushmore series here? So I'm excited to start this and kick it off with the best tools for creating videos online.
I am too. Ben, you mentioned Ben. Ben has like great ideas like all the time. I mean, he's always like saying something that we like hear for the first time, even though it's like stuff that we know, but we kind of hear it again for the first time when we're listening to him. So just a free plug. You guys go look up Ben Settle, and if you have the stomach, that's all I can say. You guys are gonna like him. He's irreverent, and he's also reverent at the same time, which is really cool about him.
And now for our feature presentation.
Justin and I were talking about some of the tools that we use, and he has his little set of things that he does, and I have a little set of things that I do, and one of us will do something, and the other one will go like whoa, where did you get all this? I mean, how did you do this? And it's like, oh well, here's this tool, Loom, or here's this this plugin that I use. Here's this thing. One of the ones that you have is Genius, the traffic extractor. We're going to talk about that in a few minutes. But it's like you want to know what keywords and stuff to use and stuff. And Justin's just like coming up with this huge list and stuff. We love our tools, especially tools that help us get things accomplished quicker and faster, more efficiently, and make our content more effective. That's the big thing. One of the things that obviously that Justin and I do so much is video content. We create video, we make shows, we do podcasts, we do tutorials, training, courses, all this kind of stuff. We publish a lot of stuff on YouTube. One of the things about YouTube is that there's kind of like this I don't want to say they're rules, okay? Because they're not really rules for doing stuff on YouTube, but the way YouTube works, the way the algorithm works, the way the people behave on YouTube, and I don't mean whether they're nice or whether they're jerks. I just mean their patterns, the way they see things, the psychology of browsing, and all this kind of stuff affects where you show up. Okay, affects how many people get to see your stuff and all that. And so if you want to have things that are seen more, greater chances of things being seen, then you've got to do stuff like have really good thumbnails that when people are just scrolling through and all of a sudden they see your thumbnail, it jumps out at them and it makes them want to click. That's just one of the things, right? So there's a plugin for YouTube. It's a service created by this company. And they made it to plug into YouTube. I don't know how you do that. I guess YouTube's API or something. And because when I install it, like stuff starts showing up in my creator studio that is related to this company. It's called TubeBuddy, TUBE Buddy, TubeBuddy. If you guys don't know, when you go into YouTube, into the Creator Studio, and you upload a video, you can then put your title and put your description, add tags. You can also upload a thumbnail. You can also like add end cards and do end screens that have links to other videos and stuff. So you can do some stuff like that. When you use TubeBuddy, it's like it puts all those tools on steroids and allows you to do a whole much more. Listen to what you can do with TubeBuddy. Just some of the productivity tools. Advanced video embedding. They've got a video topic planner. So if you're looking to do more videos besides just like your sermon videos, like Justin and I've talked about, and like we're getting ready to start doing it at our church, where we're like answering cultural and societal questions. So we can use the topic planner to research what people are searching on and then to develop our topic around that. They've got a thumbnail generator. Now that's really cool. With the thumbnail generator, it actually allows you to upload a video with using their tool, using TubeBuddy. You can then go add a title to it. You can move some elements around, add shapes, do stuff like that. You can also scrub through your video and find exactly the right screen that you want and say, use this as the thumbnail, and then add a title and stuff. They've got default uploading profiles. So you could have a profile for when you are uploading a sermon that's going to have certain keywords, standard keywords, like the name of your church, the name of the pastor, Bible study or sermon series. And then you could, on top of that, then go in and add, Sermon on the Mount or, whatever it is, Prodigal Son, all that sort of stuff. They've got comment filters. They've got canned responses. So when people are asking a question or saying, hey, great video, you could have a response that replies to them, hey, thanks, we appreciate it. We hope it reaches you. Something like that. Instead of having to go in and do each and every one, you can sort of have, under certain circumstances, certain responses. Card templates, those little things that pop up that have like a little exclamation point like in the middle of a video, and if you click on it, it asks a question or does a poll or something like that. You can like create GIFs, animated GIFs. You can syndicate to Facebook. So you can like connect your Facebook account to your YouTube account and then say publish to Facebook and it goes over. And they've got a whole bunch of SEO tools as well to help your video get seen, increase the chances that your video will get seen or get attached to other videos by other channels, based on the topic or something like that.
TubeBuddy's great. Let me go into mine. Mine is a little bit on the fringe, okay? Let me preface this. It's called Traffic Extractor. Now, this is when you really want to be found and you really want to double down on getting your stuff out there. Now, what Traffic Extractor is, and it's actually spelled if you search for it, I'll put a link down in the show notes. But Traffic Extractor, what it is, it's a keyword research tool, and it actually curates research from across all different platforms. So first, it's going to get your keywords, and keywords are basically the stuff we search. Video content, creating videos online, how to edit sermons, those things like that. What it does is it goes out to Google, Bing, and a couple other keyword compilers, and it'll tell you the search traffic and the cost if you wanted to advertise on Google or on the search stuff. It'll tell you how much people are searching for it. But what it also does when it comes to videos is it'll actually go out, it'll find the most popular keywords and find out how many people are searching for them. But what it does that I haven't really found that other people do is it'll actually go out to YouTube, and it'll search those keywords on YouTube and tell you what the competition is against your key phrase. So say you wanted to do a sermon on, do dogs go to heaven, right? Or you wanted to do a YouTube video on do dogs go to heaven. So you can search for keywords and it'll tell you related keywords. Dogs go to heaven, animals in heaven, dogs go to hell. Does God let animals in heaven? It'll tell you all the things people are searching. It'll tell you how often they search it every month. And then it'll go out to YouTube and find the YouTube videos using those keywords. And it'll tell you your competition. So it'll say, dogs go to heaven. There are 80 videos on YouTube with this keyword. So you might not be able to use it, or you won't stand out from the crowd. But it'll tell you, hey, if you do animals go to heaven, that keyword, there's only one other YouTube video on there, but there's 1,300 people searching for it. So you're better off using animals go to heaven and title your YouTube video that way than dogs go to heaven specifically, because people are searching for that and you're actually going to stand out because there's not other videos that match that key phrase, match that keyword. So again, that's called Traffic Extractor. It is worth it. I think it's $37. Sometimes it goes on sale for $19. And I think that's when I got it. Actually, I think I got it for $9 when it very first came out. And it's actually the second iteration. This is Traffic Extractor 2.0. So it's a little more advanced, but it's absolutely going to help your videos get found. In fact, Dave, one of our top performing videos since we started using Traffic Extractor is Zoom.
Yeah.
Zoom video. It has over 2,000 views in just a couple months, which compared to our other ones, they get a few hundred over a couple months, and then eventually they get found. But it's really, and it just continues growing because we use Traffic Extractor.
Yeah.
And some of them we have a hard time, or we're just running late and we don't get to run it. And so those videos obviously do not perform as well as when we're doing the videos. And just a little sneak peek behind the scenes, because we're all about transparency here. The show title for this one is The Best Tools for Creating Videos Online. Creating videos online, that keyword, has 1,300 searches a month, and only one other video on YouTube uses that keyword. So that's why I picked this title. I did the research and I saw no one's using this keyword, creating videos online. So that's why we slid it in here. We could have called this show a number of things, but we called it that because of Traffic Extractor. And I fully expect this video to perform better than a few other videos because we are using this less competitive keyword. So that's Traffic Extractor. It's spelled weird. You go to churchtrainingacademy.com/traffic, and then extractor is spelled Xtractor. So I guess get rid of the E from extractor. So that's one of my favorite tools.
Man, that's huge.
Yeah, I haven't found anything else that does it. Now I do have to preface this too. It is Windows only.
Yeah.
So I have a Windows computer. I have a couple of them in different locations, so I can use it. So you'll have to use an emulator or a what do you call it, virtual box if you only have Macs.
Right.
That is the one downside, but
right.
Man,
and
it's invaluable.
And it's not hard to set that up, by the way. VirtualBox is like a free little emulator. You install it on your Mac, and then next thing you know, you've got Windows 7 running in a window on your thing, and then you can load this up. It's really easy to do. Now, most of you are probably already using YouTube, like to put up your sermon videos and stuff, and that's already sort of a formal production, right? You've got the intro music, you've got the whatever. The worship music and all that. And if you're doing like us, we're not actually putting up the entire sermon on YouTube. We're only putting up, or not the entire service, we're only doing the sermon. So, if you need to make like a little intro or something, and then maybe a tag at the end or something, you need to start creating those elements, right? You need to have your church's logo and whatever else, and somebody doing a little voiceover, welcome to Tate Springs Baptist Church, whatever. But you're going to need music. And if you're doing other types of videos, like promo videos or announcement videos, you're going to need to have music. You're going to want to have music, whether it's just a little bed of music that plays underneath that, just kind of adds a little more life to someone talking, or whether it's, like really dramatic because we're doing a story, we're doing somebody's testimony, and we've actually, got some pictures from their past and talking about their military service and, whatever, I don't care. But you're making something that is much more than just a sermon video. You're going to need audio. A great place to find audio is to go to the YouTube audio library. YouTube, God love them, they have a bunch of creators that were uploading all kinds of music and, stuff from all these different, pop tunes and dubstep and techno music and, just whatever. All this stuff that was copyrighted. And of course, they ding you for that. You may get a copyright notice or a takedown notice or whatever. They may mute that music. And so, here you are talking, and then all of a sudden the music comes up and it recognizes that this is a Garth Brooks song. And so it's going to mute that 2 minutes of that song. Is that, and then the song is over, and now your voice comes back, and it's like you missed half the video. It's ridiculous. So they created the YouTube video library, and they have people that are licensing their music to YouTube to be used on videos. And when you're checking out the YouTube video library, and if you just log into your Creator Studio, in fact, I think it's youtube.com/audio library, but if you're in your Creator Studio, there's a link down there. It's a database, and you'll see stuff that's listed as new. Anytime there's new stuff that's been added, they're going to have like a little new badge next to it. It's really cool. It's got different genres, so you can do, I want classical, I want jazz, I want bright and shiny, I want something kind of plinky plunky. You choose, happy, bright, moods, things like that. You can choose rock and just whatever. You can choose to have instrumental. You can have voices. All that stuff shows up. Do a search for something. Do a search for, guitar rock or something, and all of a sudden there'll be, several things that'll show up for you. And they have like basically two different types of Creative Commons licenses, right? They've got attribution license and they've got free and open, okay? That's awesome. There's a lot of stuff that people have put up there that they say, hey, we're just going to put this up here, share with the community, and that's that. So you don't have to do any attribution, okay? If it is one that has attribution, there's a little list of the stuff that you need to put in there. And all they ask is that you drop it into your description. Now, one of the cool things, I don't know if this has changed in the last couple weeks since I searched it. I asked myself at one point, can I only use this music to publish on YouTube? Is it like, this is for YouTube videos? Because Facebook has an audio library, and specifically in their terms of service, it says for Facebook videos, for things that go on the Facebook platform like that. But they don't over at YouTube, at least the last time I looked. It doesn't say anything about it being restricted to the YouTube platform, which is cool because you're going to embed that video somewhere else. It's going to be embedded on your website or whatever. So it's not just for stuff to be used on the platform, which that's really cool. So no problem showing it in church. No problem, putting it on your church's website or, uploading it to your Facebook page or whatever. Really cool. YouTube audio library, free stuff. Be sure that you attribute when you need to. Put it in the blog post. Put it in the in the comments or in the description on Facebook. If you upload it to Facebook, put it in the description on YouTube. YouTube audio library. You guys are going to love it. Now, if you like what you've learned here, if you like the stuff that we talk about, if you like getting these ideas and want to go a whole lot deeper and actually learn how to really maximize your ministry and become more effective with the tools and things that you use and reach more people, you need to become a CTA insider. You need to join Church Training Academy. Okay, go to churchtrainingacademy.com/join, and we have all kinds of cool stuff for our members. If you join Church Training Academy, you're going to get access to our library of courses and training and guides and tutorials and all that sort of stuff. You're also going to get access to the CTA Insiders private Facebook group, which is members only, 100%. We've got our Church Media Hacks group, but this is very much more intense for our members. This is where our members come in and we all work together to solve problems, and we share ideas and we get critique, and you guys have access to Justin and I in there as well as to each other, people that are doing stuff just like you at different levels, that are having successes and having breakthroughs and just people that you can bounce ideas off of. That in and of itself is great. In fact, we like our group and the private group so much that we've actually started doing a mastermind group coaching call we do every 2 weeks. So every other Thursday night from 8 to 10 Central, we get together. Members come together in a video conference, and we basically go around round robin and let everybody ask a question, share an idea, do something like that. People are having, I'm having a problem, getting my live stream to work, or it's stuttery on Facebook or something like that. Then, Justin and I and everybody else in there starts trying to help them solve that problem. We work through things. We ask questions. You get a fresh set of eyes looking at things. We do all kinds of stuff in our mastermind. It is really cool. And not only do our members benefit from it, but man, Justin and I do. There's things that you guys are asking and wanting to do and stuff that sometimes he and I have never thought of. It's absolutely a gem to have. And frankly, that right there would be worth the membership if you didn't get anything else, but you do. So you get to have access to the members area on the website. You get the mastermind. You get the private Facebook group, and there's just a whole lot of stuff beyond that. We do audits. We do an audit of your website. I do video audits of your live stream stuff, and you guys, if you want to take your ministry to the next level, you want to maximize it and stuff, then think about joining Church Training Academy. churchtrainingacademy.com/join. The next thing, thumbnail creation for your videos. Okay. You guys know what a thumbnail is, right? It's the image that sits kind of holds the place, with a little play button on it on a YouTube video or on a Facebook video that hasn't automatically started. And those are really, really important. I mean, they're really important. I don't think you understand. When you're scrolling through, YouTube, billions of videos, okay? And you take a look at the front page for you and all the suggested stuff. The things that grab your attention are the things that have a really good thumbnail, right? I mean, it's just logical. You're looking, something is going to make you stop, scrolling or scrolling up on your screen. That's a thumbnail. Now, when you're doing thumbnails for a sermon, depending on the title of the sermon and the series and stuff like that, you're not necessarily going to make some really outlandish, super contrasty, jump out and grab you YouTube video or thumbnail. You're going to make something that's maybe a little more apropos. Okay, we understand that there'll be a limited audience for the sermons and stuff, but any of the others, whether it's a promo video for something at your church, whether it's story videos, whether it's Q&A videos, anything like that, you're going to want to do that. You want to grab people's attention. So how do you create a YouTube thumbnail? A couple of different tools that I like that are really good. If you're going to do something that's not too heavy, okay, you can use Adobe Spark, okay? Spark.adobe.com. Adobe Spark is a tool that they have for making social images well, not just social images, but kind of any kind of image that you want. They have access to several open source, photo libraries. You can upload your own photos. You can add your own titles. They've got predefined sizes for stuff, so you can choose YouTube thumbnail, and all of a sudden, there's the thing. It's all sized exactly the dimensions that you need for a YouTube thumbnail. You can take a look at the different styles. They've got pre-done stuff. They've got kind of like a random style generator, doing things like that. Now, you're not necessarily going to, like I said, get or easily be able to create those YouTube thumbnail looking thumbnails, okay? The ones where you've got the guy, that's like reaching out of the frame almost, and it's got the little white, stroke around it, and you've got really, bright jumping out at you title of some kind. You're not going to easily be able to do that with Spark, but sermon titles, series titles, the artwork that you need for that, Spark is great. It's very high quality. I love Spark. Now, if you need to go deeper, and especially if you don't have much budget to do it, then take a look at GIMP, okay? G-I-M-P, GIMP. It is a open source Photoshop clone, okay? It was created a couple of decades ago. I mean, I remember GIMP being around in like 95 or 96. Somebody said, hey, Photoshop costs, $1,200, so we're going to make our own. And it's been an open source project ever since. It is like I said, it's free. It has most of the Photoshop tools in it, and it's even got some tools that Photoshop doesn't have, which is really cool. So even if you are a Photoshop user, I still tell people to go ahead and get GIMP and throw it in your toolbox and have it as well. If you have very limited resources but want to get much higher quality thumbnails or any kind of artwork, really, then GIMP is fantastic. It's just like, Photoshop. Just multi-layers, do all that sort of stuff. You can mask, you can do it. It's great. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that this has all been helpful to you. I hope that you've gotten some ideas. I hope these tools, I hope you guys start using these tools, learn how to use them and maximize them. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you all for participating and sharing your ideas with us and letting us share our ideas with you. Now take everything that you've been learning and go out there and change the world.